Hello, it's Vicky, and it is August 18th, and today's reading, wow, I look lovely. Today's reading is from Meditations for Women Who Do Too Much, Anne Wilson Schaef, I don't know what. And it is the 18th, August 18th. So here we go. Loneliness. The thing that makes you exceptional, if you are at all, is inevitably that which must also make you lonely. Lorraine Hansberry. We are so afraid of experiencing our loneliness that we keep ourselves overscheduled and constantly busy. Often it is our fear of loneliness that is much more disabling than loneliness itself. We are so afraid of being alone that we make sure we never are. Yet experiencing our loneliness and going through it is often the door to those parts of of our being which are creative and exceptional. I was recently given a t-shirt from a woman's bookstore that said, "Flaunt your uniqueness." We fear that if we really let people see who we are, we will be isolated. We fail to see that isolation and loneliness are different forms of being alone. I will remember that to be lonely is not to die. My loneliness is mine. I may even learn something from it. So that one is profound to me in that I completely relate about being so busy and so overworked and not stopping. The fear, there is fear of loneliness, there is fear of rejection. One of my favorite things in life is connecting with others. But connecting with yourself, I think that's why meditation can be so daunting and scary. Because everyone's like, oh, I can't do it. My head just thinks too much, right? But when you get over that hump of, for me, I really have to do either counting or saying words while I breathe in and breathe out or doing a guided meditation, right? But there's a point that you get to when you're doing it, and I'm not going to use my hands because it will be weird, but there's a point that you get to where all that stuff, all that mental static kind of slows and settles. And then there's this space and I feel like I've really noticed that I get recharged from being alone. I do. I like being alone. I I don't really like too many people. I'm really more of a one-on-one kind of person. I'm not big into like huge crowds and parties and there who knows why that is, but I do get recharged from being alone and I've recently been very accepting of that. And using that time wisely and not even wisely, just using that time to be and exploring that. And I have discovered a lot of things. And it's quite funny because the creative piece is there. This whole mindful minute malarkey came from being quiet and it just popped into my head. And I think when we give ourselves space instead of filling the space already, we have room to be that creative or our own self or exploring things that are inside of us because that inspiration is inner, it comes from inside. I was listening to a Deepak Chopra podcast about how meditation and creativity are so aligned and we need it, and we need it in business, and we need it in parenting, and we need it in problem solving in life. And we need some joy. It seems like, and I'm a creator and I like to create things and I like to be silly and imagination and make things up and figure things out, what's going on. I make up scenarios when I'm out in public of like how those people know each other or whatever. Just a little peek into my noggin. But I love that creative stuff. That's why I do improv. I love improv because you get to do that. You get to be whatever you want to be. You get to play, and it's all about play, right? As long as we play, we're in. We're, we need joy in our lives. So, I guess I don't know how loneliness triggered that, but it did. But I really do like flaunt your uniqueness, and find it. Don't be afraid to find it, and don't be afraid to flaunt it. Let that freak flag fly. I heard that a speaker say that at a conference once, and she was amazing. But I really am grateful. I'm grateful to have this inspiration and to have this time to be alone and creative and to allow the spaciousness of this whole spiritual unveiling in my heart and like whatever is happening right now. I am grateful for it, and I'm actually enjoying it, and I'm not scared. I'm not fearful of it anymore. So that's really all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope it starts out with a bang, a good bang of positive energy and inspiration, and being okay with being alone, being with yourself, and finding you're exceptional. So that's all I have. Have a wonderful night. Peace. Namaste.